work with him. We knew all along he was a whacked out, thumb-sucking piece of Senator Reese will be examined tomorrow, but psychiatrists were confident that a complete recovery can be made despite the senator's many years in Congress. Okay. We have 4 to go. Why the Crusade Must Be Stopped, Part 2 of 5 by Logie Twandle. In the years of World War III, we have seen a growing form of discrimination which has come into full malevolent bloom. Thankfully, we are not talking about racial or sexual bias, both of which are no longer the blights on society they once were. The social disease that afflicts us now is genetic discrimination. There are, in this world, evil forces that exist with the specific purpose of separating the genetically unchallenged from the rest of the population. This eugenics movement, and there's my... Hello? Yes, I know. I hate this 24-hour kick. I hate it. This eugenics movement, the classifying of humans by the genetic quality, has been around since the late 1800s. But in those days, humans were already classified by skin color and gender. Several significant movements in history have attempted to exterminate an entire race, and I believe that we are witnessing yet another. The crusade for genetic purity is spearheading this dark movement. We rendered Shepherd in the guise of a placid, benevolent teacher is in reality a hate-monger. His words, softly spoken, plant the seeds of hate between those with genetic flaws and those without. And now the Crusaders trumpeted the arrival of the Moonchild, the so-called refugee of the pure, supposedly a religious retreat where the faithful Crusaders go to take part in spiritual ceremonies. It is, in reality, a symbol of divisiveness, a jewel in the heavens where only few may go, the rest excluded by a condition they did not ask for and cannot change. When will each and every inhabitant of this earth open his or her eyes? I hope for the day when we all will be able to look upon each other as human beings and not as man or woman, black or white, mutant or norm. To paraphrase Shakespeare, I am a mutant, has not a mutant hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you poison us, do we not die? Shakespeare was pretty smart, man. I didn't think he was talking about mutants, though. Art and soul. Art is not just dead in the Bay Area, it's rotting corpses stinking up the place. The latest excuse for an art exhibit was unveiled at the Ink and Oils Emporium, or the Stink and Spoils Emporium, as I want to call it. This pathetic showing by a alleged artist who calls himself Logo was the most hideous spectacle of the season. At least this Logo character has an inkling of intelligence. If I would dare to better such putrid trash as art, I wouldn't use my real name either. The most striking thing about the presentation was the artist's hairdo, which closely resembled a dust mop used to soak up an oil spill, then dried to a crisp under a sun lamp. On the lighter side, Kay Winthrop's black tie art appreciation fundraiser was not nearly as unbearable as I would feared it would be. The featured artwork, as always, was despicable, but for once the hors d'oeuvres didn't make me vomit. The champagne was not vintage, but not the cat pee of previous years. All in all, not a complete waste of an evening. Until next week, remember, life without art is just life. What? Does not make sense. The Grateful Dead Tour! Woo! The Grateful Dead in the third incarnation have announced plans for a resurrection tour to begin next week in Sacramento, CA, and end up in Lazarus, PA. The tour is scheduled to run for 3 years, during which the band will play 1,093 shows. According player Geraldo Rodriguez says, the band is excited to get back on the road after a layoff of a week and a half. We were due for a rest after our last world tour, but by Thursday we were getting all a little antsy. Future plans include a new album, a movie filmed on tour, and a possible benefit concert put on in conjunction with the Rolling Stones. Woo! Officer Harris, Officer Adler, oh boy. Police officers acquitted on assault in civil suit. Angry protests were staged today outside the 5th Precinct courthouse when 2 Norm police officers, Joey Harris and Dean Adler, both incidentally members of the Crusade of Generic Purity, were found not guilty of assault and battery on a private citizen. Emu Dooley, an unemployed homeless mutant, had brought a civil suit against the officers, saying they had randomly picked him out of a group of stragglers and beaten him senseless. This is the fourth civil suit brought against normal members of the SFPD this year alone. Each trial has ended in an acquittal. Undoubtedly, this has given police an added sense of immunity, leading to more mutant accusations of civil rights violations. The 2-mutant 10-norm jury deliberated for only 3 minutes, 18 seconds before presenting the not guilty verdict. Juror Laney Fox explained the reason for the quick decision made by the jury. The prosecution never convinced us that Mr. Dooley has not always looked the way he does. The ACLU announced that it is planning to appeal. I did it! I read all. I read the newspaper. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm so happy. Whew. Okay. It's a newsstand and talk to Chelsea. Hello, Chelsea. Hey.
Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Hello, stranger. Oh, I love the puppy.
Chelsea, you're breaking my heart.
Why? Because I've got a steady job?
No, it's just you're so beautiful it makes me ache. Let me buy you a drink and I'll tell you where it hurts.
Gee, Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble. But I don't drink with customers.
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks. So, is there something I can do for you?
Well, what can you tell me about the burglary?
Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
What can I say about Vulcana?
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face.
What can you tell me about you?
Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet.
I really want to know what her mutation is. Then again, I don't want to.
I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood.
I don't know most of these names. Like Morgan.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Crusade.
The Crusade is big. I mean, much bigger than most people know. They have operatives all over, and then these huge sections of the norm population are joining. Well, they say it's a religion, but then they encourage the members to be violent and prejudiced towards others.
Hey, just like... No, not going there. End conversation. Okay! Okay, go to the police station and talk to Mac Alden. How do I get to the police station? Travel! Ah! Police station. Oh, I know this face. At least I don't have to fly myself.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
Do people really talk to each other like that? Oh well.
I could say the same about you. When's the last time you had your cholesterol checked?
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
I like this. Look at this picture. No? The background totally not fits with the chair and the actors and the streets outside. So I guess they took a picture of, I guess, San Francisco by night, took a picture of their home office and just put it together like that. I like it. This is, yes.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a Norm, Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair. I got work to do.
Huh. Okay. I'll get back to the alley. Alley behind the pawn shop. Go to. Space. Okay, this box was having hints about movement between through the box. Go to Ellie and talk to Bum while he tells you about his addiction. Oh, hello! You don't look creepy at all. Do I really want to talk to you?
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Yeah, what do you want?
Is this your, permanent address?
Actually, I have a summer home in Vale. But this spot keeps me in touch with the common people.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, what intriguing stories you winos tell.
I don't drink spirits, punk. Nothing but pure, creamy chocolate. Now get lost!
He only drinks chocolate. Okay. Go to Boo and Stu and talk to Louie. Street and newsstand. I could have just gotten through the wall, but I like these thingies up there. Okay, go to Boo and Stu and talk to Louie, BCA, and ask about all. Okay.
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout.
The local hangout. Let's hang out in the local
Brew
hangout.
and Stew is run by Louis Laments, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis' cafe. So does all the street talk. If something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mife?
Mate? Yeah, bad news.
Nothing for me, Louis. I just dropped by to chat.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Okay, the mutants in this game don't look too horrible like in the last 2 games. Sure, he looks mutantish, but he kinda looks like he had radioactive poisoning or whatever. Like bloated face or whatever, something. Not like, I look like a zombie. Yes, people aren't really, no, that's not possible. You would get infections all over. Job hunting.
You don't know anyone who's in need of a highly skilled PI, do you?
Sorry, Mife. Only bumbling, half-witted PIs are in demand around here.
Aww. I did something wrong. Wait, let's talk with him again. I should have taken the C. I don't know if it makes any kind of
Louis
change,
Laments runs the Brew and
I can't get in there again. Oh, I should actually try to open the door.
Louis Laments.
Not his window.
What can I get you?